Hello, Arvilla Silverclaw here to present to you the ins and outs of Sire VLC's breeding script. Let's jump in. First things first, the breeding script is built on top of our very own genetic calculator and requires Sire VLC's stable system to work. This allows us to take into account the game's own limitations while offering you a much more realistic breeding experience using horse genetics. Also of note, the breeding system can be player and job locked. Each stable can be granted access to the breeding system if allowed in the config. So, when you want to breed, head on over to a stable that has access and open the breeding menu. Here you will find two options, Create and Manage. In the Create menu, you can select an adult stallion and an adult mare. These horses must be in your owned horse's stable in order to be chosen. The system will check that you have the funds to pay the breeding fee, and if all is good, then the match will be successful. The gender of your foal will be revealed to you and you may choose a name. Not to worry, names can be changed once the foal is born in the Manage menu. When it comes to the breed of the foal, if both parents are of the same breed, the foal will be considered a purebred. If the parents are different, it will be labelled as mixed. Concerning coats, each foal's coat is a result of a mix of its parents' genes. That means that our breeding calculation engine takes into account both parents' genotypes and chooses one of the possible outcomes from this particular match. Once its genetic outcome is chosen, the engine will then scan all available coats under this genotype in Sire VLC Horse's config breed table and select one. All coat genotypes are composed of two parameters, base coat colour and coat pattern. You will find a full list of all of our base coats and pattern coats in the config. As for other elements such as model, scale, breed name, category number, stats, selling price, personality and weather type sensibility, these are individually chosen at random between both parents. Once your mystery foal has been named, it triggers the breeding cooldown made up of a total of 5 phases that can be accessed in the Manage menu. The first phase is phase 0. This is the gestation period. During this period, your mare will be visibly pregnant, but she will still be accessible, meaning you can call her outside and select her as your saddle horse, since some people ride their mares into late term. If your mare is hurt during this phase, you can still heal her at your stable. However, if your mare dies from old age, you will lose both mare and foal. The mare also can't be sold during this phase. When your mare has foaled, you will get a notification telling you that your newest addition has been born. During phase 1, your foal will be a weanling. You can go and see your foal with its parents in the Manage menu. Here, you can do many things depending on the current phase you're in. You can see the parent's information, your foal's information such as its breed, its coat name, its personality, its weather preference, and its current phase. This is where you can also rename your horse, change its personality type, and set as main horse in order to call it outside. Other features will be unlocked later on. If you call your foal to you, you won't be able to ride it yet due to its age. However, you can already start caring for it and creating a bond. Phase 2 is similar to the previous phase, but your foal is now a yearling. It will have grown bigger but is not rideable yet. In phase 3, your foal has become a youngster. Although not totally fully grown, you can purchase tack for it, back it and ride it. Phase 4 marks the end of your foal's growth. It has now reached its full size and is considered an adult. Your horse will leave the breeding paddock and be transferred to your owned horse's menu. If the aging system is enabled, it will now take over. Please note that during all of these phases, up until it's an adult, you cannot sell your foal. Our breeding system is based off of real equine genetics. However, we have had to work in between in-game limitations such as fixed coat patterns and fixed colour palettes. Due to this, only a selection of existing coats and patterns could be implemented. Some implemented coats may also not be 100% representative of their real-life counterpart. Also, since our coats are based off of two parameters, base coat colours and coat patterns, this means that stacking multiple patterns is not possible. Only one pattern can be found in the genotype, even if the coat displays multiple patterns in-game. For example, a Dun Avero coat in-game will only have a colour plus Avero genotype. This is because Dun and Avero are two separate patterns in our system, and the Avero is higher than Dun in our hierarchy. Pattern hierarchy can be found in the breeding config file. We also wanted to give you as many options as possible for breeding, so we have enabled infertile breeds such as mules and horses to be breedable. The donkey is the only one not breedable since it's not really considered a horse in the base game and it has a lot of limitations. Almost 400 new horse coat presets have been added in-game to match the possible results of our genetic calculator engine. If there are some coats that you do not want to be breedable, you can disable them in the SireVLC horses config. You can also add your own coat presets in the SireVLC horses config breed table. Just make sure to use the existing genotypes for breeding colour and breeding results to be able to use them in the breeding system. Thanks for watching, and we hope you'll enjoy our new breeding system coming out on the 15th of August 2025.